Hi, welcome back to my Let's Play. The Outer Worlds, an amazing game. I'm playing on the PC, if anyone was wondering. I am doing a dumb dialogue playthrough. Dumb dialogue options unlocked, because words are hard thinking, no good. My name is Chad Dudebro. And so I'm picking all the dumb dialogue options by default so you guys can see them. I know not everyone's doing a playthrough and some people don't want to do an entire playthrough with that, so that's why I'm doing it. Close second being Intimidate, and it kind of sucks because sometimes they tend to go hand in hand, but I always pick the dumb if they come up first. So I think I've been shooting for 30 minutes, but honestly, this game is so long, I think I'm going to have 1,000 videos before I finish. So I'm going to try and up it to maybe an hour or so that I don't have, hundreds of things, hundreds of videos. So at any rate, I did level up. I guess I leveled up last time. But at any rate, I pretty much cleared this map out except for this dude named Higgins that we're going to go explore. I'm almost level 7, but on that note, yeah, let's do this.
No, just leave me alone.
As you can see, I got the upgrade to the sprinting.
Go away, Phantom.
It's pronounced nightmare.
Go away, Phantom.
In honor of Halloween, I figured I should give up one of those. Haven't done one of those on a mic in a long time. Used to DJ around the Y2K madness era, late 90s, early aughts, etc. So it's been a while. But it's good to get back on the mic, I gotta say. Oh my good lord. So there's my third thing for that, so I can turn that in. That might actually take me up to 7. If not, very close to it. So yeah, return to Thomas. What is your deal, homie?
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Phantoms? Where?
You can talk? The Phantoms never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Yes, very important. Wait, Higgins? This Phantom's got a name?
No, you can't possibly be a hallucination. You're much too dense.
Huh?
Not at all, my corporeal friend. Higgins is my name.
Big words.
Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I didn't do what I was hoping. Okay. Try this again.
What's eating you?
Hopefully nothing.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon.
Wait, back up too.
I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Oh, crap. Good point. I hadn't even thought of that.
Uh-huh. So, you see my dilemma.
Uh-huh.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us.
Oh, dang it.
prodding irons.
I'm playing a dumb person in real life now. I'm not afraid of any mechanicals. I can't even spell that.
You remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer.
Ooh, I'll take
I
that
discovered
XP.
a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Ooh. No wonder they're so angry. Somebody messed around with their logic modules.
Yes, that's exactly it.
I learned
So
that
you're also
from...
versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
No, Parvati
There's a
is.
behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at.
Ooh.
Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Oh. Yes.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Okay.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Open fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And of course, I pretty much cleared this entire place out last episode.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
I don't want to know. Wow.
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
What's funny is, in between things when I'm rendering these videos I've been watching, getting caught up on Naked Afraid, because I haven't had TV in a while, and Discovery Channel rocks, so...
I specialized in automechanical.
Okay. Ooh. Thank you. I don't mind if I do. Oh, wait. Nope. Is this... Okay. It's like, is this gonna be theft, or... I mean, I did just help the brother out, so I figure he shouldn't be too selfish. I'm from the old enough school from before stealth games to just be kind of programmed. If it glows, I pick it up. It's always been hard to unprogram, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so where was that? Excuse me. Again, lack of collision, quality of life things. It's the little things that count. Okay, so let's make sure we got the right thing. Yes, I will do that later. This was... Oh yeah, okay. Now I would have thought... Let's try this. Nope. Alright, well, regardless. Hopefully I can recall how to get back there. Oh, there's my friendly neighborhood waypoint. You know, I don't use GPS in real life, but if it's anything like IRL, or if it's anything like, video game waypoints, then I can see why people love them so much. I actually like to challenge my spatial reasoning, which has never been the best, to do that in real life. It's like I'm great with maps, I never get lost in real life, but video games, I mean, even with waypoint, sometimes I swear. Leave me a comment below if you also struggle with that sometimes. Going from 2D to 3D video games like the original Super Mario Brothers to, for example, this. Yeah. So no one left me a comment,
Hey,
which is
mister?
totally fine.
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you.
I think
Do
I'm
you
gonna side
understand what you're
with the
about to do?
town.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Okay.
Oh, well.
I'm trying to play opposite my usual default because I usually try to be a nice guy, or at least a more diplomatic one than picking the big old poopy head options. But you know, that's why I am doing this playthrough, because I know I'm far from alone. Okie dokie. Redirect power to Edgewater. Yep. Ooh, what are we doing? I think heading out, right? Oh, gotta get the power regulator, which is... yeah, I'm sure that did. Let us see here real quick. Convince the deserters to return. Oh, hey, we're going to be using some Intimidate here. I should probably level my character up. Retrieve the power. There we go. I thought it was this way. Oh. Oh. Are you kidding me? Is it? Wait. What is it? It's not. That actually looks like something I perhaps missed. You know, I think I'm so thorough. Then not so much. So we came in here and got all of that last episode. Is it this away? Huh. Okay. No. There we go. As a former DJ, I often have songs kind of just pop up randomly, and I've got Intergalactic Planetary going on right now in my brain, because the Beastie Boys are super awesome. Okay. Yes, let us do that. Oh man, we are close to max on the weight. Oh, and I need to up my dialogue a little bit more. I was going to put 10 more points next level anyway. I believe I put 10 points, all 10 points in it last time. Yeah. I suspect that is the entire town, and they ain't happy with me. Okay. Yeah, because I think so. Yeah, because that gets me to the extra scramble duration for the auto mechanicals, and I'm only 3 points away from next level of actually getting the plus 7 seconds on the persuade, and I just got that for intimidate, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a better two-handed before I put points in that, so I'm probably going to max out Dialog, at least get it 5 more points, and then that'll be my 6th point there to block up to 50, and then I'm not sure where we'll go from there, but hopefully we'll have a better two-handed weapon by then, but we shall see. They're gonna be all like, "Hello Sid, yo got some explaining though." Hey Zoe, you gonna help a brother out?
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
I like your hair, that's awesome. Okie dokie. Well,
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
today's your lucky day, Thomas. I got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
The last one.
The geothermal plant?
The only
Now
one you
that is
haven't
just
gotten.
Incredible. You really went exploring down there?
And I'm the dummy.
Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set.
It
All
was.
3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
Ooh.
Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we can
Nice.
help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Let me see.
What's on your mind?
Okay, never mind. Okie dokie. Well. No time like the present. Okay, who wants to confront me? Sucker. Deserter, deserter.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh. Hi. How you doing?
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Lots of generic deserters. Where is... Hello, Adelaide.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
Let me call you a
I'm going to
wambulance.
ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Dunno, I like pressing buttons, I guess.
Are you really this moronical, or are you just putting on airs? Listen here, Hullhead. I'm only gonna say this once. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
That can be arranged.
As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return.
Give me an
Those
intimidate
are my
option.
terms.
Please.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Huh.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder,
Nice.
worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Huh. I gotta admit, I did not see that coming. Is there anything else Engardo wants to add? Sometime they add something if you come
Look
back.
at that. The snakes
Yeah.
come back.
Look at that, the bitches stay put. Ooh, shit, son. Kind of want to just use my hammer, not gonna lie. Oh, this is stealing. Dagnabbit. Alrighty. Tis what it is. Let's see here. Oh. So now, convince the deserters to return. Ah, there we go. Now I can leave the... Okay, good times. So I need to talk to the dude on the space pad, or the landing pad. I need to go back to my ship, which isn't going to be hard. Convince the deserters. I think let's maybe do that. And what are they? Oh shoot, I totally forgot to do my skills. I forgot to... Yes, accept that. That's kind of important. Okay, next level we get another poik. And yeah, let's do this before we go there or there. Well, yeah, I mean we're literally right. Meow.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
That's just fear talking, little man.
More like the voice of experience. I spent 3 years of my life working the cannery belt. Nearly killed me. You know, I wager you're right. I wouldn't mind
Gotta
applying
remember
my
those are
craft in a
worth
real
XP.
workshop of my own. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her.
Yeah, I don't care.
Adelaide hates Edgewater, hates everything Edgewater stands for, hates what that town does to people, what it did to her. We're the nearest she's got to kin. We go back to Edgewater, we may as well have stuck a knife in her heart.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side.
Are you sure about this?
It does.
If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days.
That was literally my worst Yoda ever I've ever done. My apologies. Okay.
I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it, we need Edgewater. You okay with this, Grace?
My affairs are all settled. Thanks for helping me with Zoe.
Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbyes. If you run into Reed, you tell him we're coming back, yeah?
Adelaide is way too full of hate to continue. She is like poison in well. Okie dokie. Return to the Unreliable. Return to Reed. I want to go there first. Talk to this dingleberry. I was wondering if I should limit myself or force myself to take any weaknesses that show up. They're like permanent debuffs on my character, but you do get an extra perk for each one. I haven't had the opportunity. Part of me kind of wants to. Part of me really does not. I mean, like, you know, plus 25% damage taken from all melee and stuff like that. Ugh, that's rough, particularly on a melee build. But I don't know. Leave me a comment if I get anybody who wants me to do anything crazy or avoid that. You know, whatever. I'm flexible. I look at this as a little bit of an interactive experience for us, and I appreciate you coming along.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
Whenever I enter, it always gets lit.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, well, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical horde.
Oh my lord, 14K.
I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile.
Yes.
So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
I am so glad I came here first. Thank you, little man. You have helped. Good Lord Almighty, that was a lot of XP, and I am very happy about that. Okay. I see we're approaching the 30-minute mark. I may have mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I've been kind of going back and forth. I think I'm going to shoot for closer to an hour. Not the 2 hours the first one was. That was supposed to be edited down, and yes, that was its own thing. We don't talk about the first 2 episodes. We call them learning curves. Adelaide. I might get better responses if I put my weapon away, but I don't see this character doing that. So I'm not. Oh, it's to read. My thinking. Just realized I'm just going back and forth between her breasts. I'm just trying to go to the music. Never mind, here we go.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? That's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history. Was unlikely she'd ever come back. But hope springs eternal. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products.
Hells
courtesy
yeah!
of the people of Edgewater.
Another 11.4K. Please and thank you. Where am I at now? I went to Revere just a second ago.
By all means. Thomas Kemp? I remember him. Had to write him up for daydreaming a few too many times.
He seems very smart to me.
He tries real hard, Mr. Thompson. This is something he wants to do. That'll make him twice as good.
You may be right. And with the town set to grow, it is time I invested in a new mechanic. This whole fiasco is not one I am keen on repeating. I was too hard on my own workers. I pushed them to their breaking point. Look, we're a small, poor town on some backwater corner of Terra 2. Only way we're surviving the coming years is by working together.
Okay. Goodbye, little man. Oh, look at that. I'm like so close to level 8 and getting that next perkity perk point. Oh, Reed's all the more reason. I think he's definitely gonna die in the next playthrough. I wonder if I just slaughtered him, if Adelaide would come in anyway. That would be funny. I haven't gotten this far in my personal playthrough. It's been much more methodical, so I'm trying to go the opposite of what I'd normally do, but regardless, I'm definitely doing the opposite in my personal playthrough. Although, to be honest, every spare moment lately has been spent learning, getting a crash course in these various software programs I'm using. Return to the Unreliable. I think, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I am pretty encumbered. It is right at 30 minutes. Now, let's, I really want to get off this rock this episode. People are already doing speed runs through the game, which is, of course, missing the entire point in a game like this. But, yeah, I mean, we haven't even gotten out of the starting area, so I would kind of like to expedite that. So, you know, happy Halloween, happy Samhain, Dia de los Muertos. My apologies if that was horrible. I think it was fairly good for a non-native of that language and culture. Here we go. Technically, I just learned today, Dia de los Muertos lasts until the 2nd, Saturday. So, there you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, whoa. Gosh.
Slow down.
Gonna be babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship. Working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Only if I can play with your G-valves. Let's see. I really kind of want to do this, but obviously I want all the RP I can, which means I need to keep all of my followers with me.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. You didn't know those deserters a thing, but you helped them anyway. Made sure they had a home to come back to. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that. Yeah, I really do. My whole life's been small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you. Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
Captain Chad Dude Bro. You can call me bro. Or dude. Or Chad. Or Cap. Probably not Cap. I think of Captain America for some reason. But those other three work well. Okay. Ooh, here he is.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the UnReliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Please. Good times. Kind of want to go explore everything, but
that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
yes, you are welcome, Brie Larson.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
Maybe you should make sure that doesn't happen.
Located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Oh man, I can't remember. What was the character of the Avengers? Was it Ms. Marvel? Captain Marvel? What was the name of the last Avenger that joined him at the end that Brie Larson played? Oh my god, it's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, we'll not end the episode early. We'll not end the episode early. To Google. I mean, I guess I could pause it, but... Goosh. Oh, come on, level 8. Come on. No. No dice. Alrighty then. It's almost like they really want you to use the ladder or something. This game is so amazing. Okay, Ms. Captain Marvel person.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Larson.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the UnReliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Then let's GTF. Oh, just a second. Hold on, let me, like I said, I came in here once before and I didn't have access to any lockers. I couldn't store anything. Here we go. So, I can maybe hopefully store stuff now? No. Oh lord, this is gonna tick me off. Okay. I'll figure it out after I finish recording.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
I love the paddles on the bottom, like, or oars or whatever. It's the little things that aesthetically I just think this is game of the year for so many reasons as far as I'm concerned, and the aesthetics
We have received a communication
is up
request
there
from
as
Dr.
well.
Phineas Wells. Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Drippage.
Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
I'm sure.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Oh, cool. Huh.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Thinking, not my strong point. Strong is my strong point.
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb.
Cool.
You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
How do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud.
Oh, I heard about
this. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
And by the way, this was so much more fun than being stuck in a vault for the intro part of the game. You want me to wear a cape?
Wrong matter of shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device that makes you look different, sound different. Briefly.
Okay.
The device has its limits, but it will allow you to blend in perfectly, and probably won't jeopardize your ability to have children. Will it?
Ooh.
No, definitely not. Probably, yes. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Huh?
only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example.
Oh, so there's stealth
Maintain
mechanics.
your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know this game has stealth mechanics. It's a social stealth like Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to think of other games, but yeah, definitely Assassin's Creed was all about the social stealth. Oh, Hitman. Actually, probably more Hitman because there's disguises involved. Okay.
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Oh. Yeah, right?
Science, that's how. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Okay.
And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Well, that was exciting. Unreliable navigation terminal. That just doesn't really sound the best. But here, so most of these things were closed. And you know what? I think I might stop it right here because I really need to figure out a way to unload. I'm at 201 out of 210. Why am I down to 210? Why am I down 10 pounds? I thought I was at 220 was my max. Regardless, even more reason. Because I don't want to lose all these weapons. As I get companions, you know, they may be good in revolvers or something, and maybe I want to use my, you know, this thing or, you know, one of these types of pistols, etc. So, but they all weigh things, etc. So, I think I am going to pause it here. Just a little over 45 minutes. I am going to probably shoot for closer to an hour from now on, but I think keeping it under 30 minutes and the 20-minute-ish mark is just a little too short for an RPG of this length. I sure hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for coming along. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of stuff off camera and hope to have some more episodes up this Dia de las Muertes weekend-ish time that it is. And on that note, I hope you have a very beautiful day. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.